Welcome to Halfpoint PPR Fantasy Football. I am your host, Alex Johnson, here in the draft room on the FFPC. About to draft with John Paulsen from 4for4, one of the most accurate rankers in fantasy football, and a bunch of other people smarter than me. So to get started today, we have what pick do we have? We have the sixth pick. So here at the sixth pick, it is very easy. It is between Dalvin Cook and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It is full point PPR scoring. It's a best ball draft. So you start two running backs, two wide receivers, and two flex positions with a quarterback and a tight end. It's a best ball slim, so they get rid of kickers and defense, which is amazing. It's the best way to play. And each week, you take the best scores at those positions, no matter if those people are in your starting lineup or on your bench. That's the beauty of best ball, is you get to do the best thing in fantasy football, and that is just draft. And no management, no waivers, no trades. It is the best part of fantasy, just drafting. So the first pick overall was obviously Christian McCaffrey. Number 2 was Saquon Barkley. And now we're on the third pick. If it was me, I would probably go Alvin Kamara. I like his upside more in the Saints offense. Whoa, today we're drinking a first beer of the day, happy hour. We are drinking a Crushinator from Maplewood Brewery here in Chicago. And look what Zeke went 3. Obviously, people love Zeke's upside in the Cowboys offense. Probably going to get a lot of touchdowns, but he might give up some passing down work to Tony Pollard. And I don't think Alvin Kamara is giving up that work in New Orleans. That's why I like Alvin Kamara at number 3 instead of at number 4, where most people have him. I am up next. Oh, whoa. Travis Kelce just went at 4, meaning that Kamara is still there. So hopefully he went Kamara. Man, I think I got to go Dalvin Cook. I love CEH. But I got to go Dalvin Cook. He gets the passing down work. He's great in the zone running scheme. The offense revolves around him. I would love CEH and that Chiefs offense. Obviously, probably going to get the passing down work. But DeAndre Washington might start. And DeAndre Washington might take some of those Damian Williams snaps. So we're going to go with Dalvin Cook here at 5th overall. Let's see who goes after Dalvin. This is always where it gets interesting. I have CEH, but I bet Michael Thomas goes. Maybe somebody reaches for Miles Sanders or Derrick Henry, but Miles Sanders is hurt. We don't know how hurt he is. He's supposed to be all right for the start of the year, and they're going to kind of take it easy on him. But the Miles hype is kind of dying down a little bit since this injury. And hopefully the Eagles don't go out and sign, another running back. Wow, George Kittle went. I should say that this is TE premium. So instead of full point PPR, tight ends get 1.5, which definitely bumps their value up. But Kelce 4th overall and Kittle 7th overall. I mean, that is early for tight ends when you still got some bell cows on the board. So after Kittle at 7, it went Clyde Edwards-Helaire, called it. Then Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry going at 9. Miles still available. We are at the 10th pick right now. Let's see if he goes Michael Thomas, Miles, or Joe Mixon here. Josh Jacobs. Wow, this is a crazy draft. Josh Jacobs going 10. Michael Thomas going 11. Miles Sanders still available at the 12. If I'm sitting there at the 12 with Miles Sanders, Joe Mixon, and Kenyon Drake, I am feeling really good about my options there. I would just double tap 2 of them. I'd probably double tap Miles and Mixon. So with Michael Thomas going 11, leaving a lot of bell cows for the guy at 12. Let's see here. I mean, there's nobody else I'd be considering besides Miles, Mixon, and Drake. Nick Chubb's still on the board. Austin Eckler is still on the board. Devontae Adams is still on the board. Wow, Julio Jones goes at 12 above Devontae Adams. I mean, Devontae Adams did get a little banged up this week, but, he's the only option for Rodgers there. So if you're going to take receiver there, take Devontae Adams. I like Julio Jones, but he is on the wrong side of the age apex. But I did recently read a study that wide receivers that do last in the NFL to 32, 33, that actually have good production and don't fall off a cliff after that age apex, it's crazy. It's like, it's all the best receivers in the history of football. And Julio Jones could be one of those guys. So the guy at 12 went Julio, then he went Tyreek, so he double tapped receiver. Then Devontae Adams goes to the 202. When I say 202, I mean second round, second pick. Still on the board, we have Miles Sanders. Joe Mixon just went at the 203. Wow, the guy at the 203 sitting there with Josh Jacobs and Joe Mixon. That's pretty good. Miles Sanders still available. Kenyon Drake still available. Austin Eckler still available. Nick Chubb still available. I'm going to get my queue going here. I'm going to add Miles. Miles Sanders just went. Okay, so I'm going to hope for Kenyon Drake here. I'm up next. Kenyon Drake just went. This is not what you want to see from the half-point PPR start. It's between Austin Eckler and Nick Chubb for me here. Man, in a best ball, I'm probably going to take Nick Chubb. He could have those spike weeks. Eckler has a nice, safe floor, full PPR, going to catch a lot of balls. But Nick Chubb and the Kevin Stefanski offense, I know Kareem Hunt is going to take away passing down work. Austin Eckler just went, making our decision nice and easy. So let's just tell you who's available here. At the 207, second round, seventh pick, we've got Nick Chubb, DeAndre Hopkins, Chris Godwin, Aaron Jones, Lamar Jackson. I think it's still too early to take receiver here. We're going to have a lot of great receiving options in round 3 through 5. I'm a little smaller on Hopkins than most people this year, and I think we're buying Godwin at his peak value, at his ceiling. And Aaron Jones probably going to have a decent year, but A.J. Dillon's still in town, might take away the goal line work. Jamal Williams is still there, taking down some passing down work. So we're going to go ahead and take Nick Chubb. So we started Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb. I mean, these are guys that were heads and shoulders first-round picks last year. So feel really good about starting this draft with Nick Chubb and Dalvin Cook. Now we can just hammer receivers here in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. The Mari Cooper, Kenny Golladay, DJ Moore, A.J. Brown, Allen Robinson. Let's get the queue going here. Let's get Allen Robinson, Juju, A.J. Brown, DJ Moore. I mean, this is just the half-point PPR fantasy football favorite picks on the board. Amari Cooper, maybe take a look at. I like getting Gallup and Lamb late, but, if Amari Cooper gets some of those slot targets like Jacob Gibbs talked about on the podcast, he's going to be pretty good. Mike Evans will probably maybe be there. I don't know how to feel about Mike Evans. Jonathan Taylor might be there. Decent pick in a best ball. You can just take those huge spike weeks, and we know the Colts have an easy schedule. I'm going to take a look at Mark Andrews here as well. TE premium, so 1.5 PPR per catch, and a lot of touchdown upside. But the player I'm most hoping falls to me is probably between Allen Robinson and DJ Moore. The next tier I would have Amari Cooper and A.J. Brown. But, Andrews, 1.5 points PPR for him. Let's see, who all just went here. After I went Nick Chubb, then it went DeAndre Hopkins at the 208. Then it went Aaron Jones. Then it went Chris Godwin at the 210. That's good value. Leonard Fournette at the 211. Mark Andrews at the 212. We lost out on Andrews. So what do we do after we lose out on Andrews? We automatically wait on tight end until tight end 9. So hold me accountable in making sure that I don't take any tight ends until 7th or 8th or 9th round, because there's a huge drop-off after Andrews before you get to Waller. And I don't want Higbee. I don't want those guys in the middle. I don't want Hunter Henry. I just have to pay too much for them when you can get T.J. Hockenson, Jonnu Smith, Irv Smith super late, Mike Gesicki. So those are the kind of guys we want to target at tight end. All right, so sitting here at the 302, we're up next we're up in 4 picks to 306. We've still got all 4 of our favorite receivers on the board. This is why you wait for a receiver. This is why you don't take receiver in the first 2 rounds, because some of my favorite receivers are still out there. Allen Robinson just went, oof, that hurts. It hurts. A.J. Brown's still there. DJ Moore's still there. Amari Cooper's still there. We're going to get one of those 3. And Kenny Golladay. Also, Kenny Golladay is easily in that mix. I'd be happy with any 4 of these receivers. Golladay, Cooper, DJ Brown, DJ Moore, A.J. Brown as our top receiver on the half-point PPR pod fantasy football team, where we're drafting with 4 for 4s, John Paulsen. Let's see what John Paulsen has done so far. He has done – what has he taken so far? I don't know which one's John. I don't know what his team name. He must have changed his team name. Chris Carson just went reach. Little bit of a reach. All right, 3 picks away here. A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Kenny Golladay. Who do I want? Let's think about stacking. In best ball, we want to stack our receivers with quarterbacks. So what quarterback can I get cheap and stack? I think I like Matt Stafford the most over Teddy Bridgewater and over – if Amari Cooper's there, we can stack him with Dak. In a best ball, I think I like Amari Cooper more in best ball if you're just taking his best weeks and you don't have to deal with his down weeks, which he had a few of them last year. Le'Veon Bell just went. This is the running back dead zone, guys. We're in the 3rd round. I don't want any of these trash running backs. Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley, Chris Carson, Melvin Gordon, David Johnson. We don't want any of those guys. All right, Ertz just went. Man, we have the choice between Golladay, Cooper, DJ Moore, A.J. Brown. I don't want to waste a 5th-round pick on Dak. I can get Stafford late. If I get Golladay here, who's the number 1 receiver on my board right now, then I can get Hockenson and Marvin Jones later, maybe even DeAndre Swift. So let's start building a Detroit Lions team stack, and we're going to take Kenny Golladay as our wide receiver 1. So right now we have Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, and Kenny Golladay. Ooh, I like that start. Now we don't have to touch running back for a few more rounds. We're just going to keep hammering receiver here. Just keep hammering receiver in rounds 4 and 5. Don't let me do anything else besides wide receiver. Then in round 5, we'll take a look. We'll hope to see Kareem Hunt. We'll hope to see DeAndre Swift. Hope to see Ronald Jones, maybe in the 6th round. It's probably a little bit early for Ronald Jones. A.J. Brown's still out there. DJ Moore's still out there. Mark Cooper's still out there. Nobody's taken Lamar or Patrick Mahomes yet. Wow, we're at the 306. Sharp draft. Sharp draft indeed. No quarterbacks gone. Oh, there we go. Lamar, 307. So 3rd round pick 7 is where Lamar goes with the experts. Think about that in your home leagues, guys. We're not taking any quarterbacks in the first 2 rounds when we can get stud running backs in rounds 1 and 2, and we're always going to take 2 running backs in a row unless we're picking from maybe the 1, 2, or 3, because by the time the running back gets to you at 21, 22, 23, 24, there's no good running backs left. I think there's a huge drop-off after Nick Chubb. And I think I only got Chubb this cheap because he just got a concussion this week, but he's going to be ready for week 1. So what does that matter? He doesn't have a history of concussions. We think Kareem Hunt's going to get a lot of that passing down work. I think Kareem Hunt's a legitimate league winner. But I'm not going to draft Kareem Hunt on a team I have Nick Chubb. Limits my upside. So in that Kareem Hunt range, I'm going to take a look at DeAndre Swift. I'm going to take a look, at Ronald Jones as opposed to my auto draft of Kareem Hunt in the 5th round. All right, so who else is gone here? Todd Gurley went after Lamar Jackson. Todd Gurley's still walking around in a brace, so we don't like to see that. I wish there was a sexy handcuff that we could, sneakily grab late in draft, but there really isn't. Patrick Mahomes went at 309. What are we thinking is going to happen here? Jonathan Taylor, there he goes, 310. That was late for Jonathan Taylor. I'd take Jonathan Taylor over Todd Gurley. I'd take him over Zach Ertz, Le'Veon Bell, Chris Carson. These are all guys that have gone. These are all guys that are already off the board. James Conner. I would take Jonathan Taylor over Leonard Fournette, even though he went in the second round. That's how much I think of his upside. And remember, the Colts have the best running O-line in the league, and they have the easiest schedule in the league. And who's between Jonathan Taylor and greatness? Marlon Mack. Do you guys think Marlon Mack's great? I mean, he's not. Nyheim Hines is a sneaky pick late. He's going to get some of that passing down work. Don't forget about Nyheim Hines, especially in a format like this where it's full point PPR. So, Jonathan Taylor's a good third round running back target if you start running back, which we will always do in the first round. We're always going to take a running back in the first round. Never, ever, ever. I've done 20 drafts so far. I haven't taken a wide receiver in the first round once. I'm always going to take a running back in the first round. In the second round, if you pick from 4 through 12, if you're in the 4 spot through the 12 spot, you're going to be able to get another second running back. But if you pick from the 1 through 4 spot, typically you're not going to have good running back options there, and it's okay to go Godwin or Hopkins or Julio or whatever wide receiver you like there. And then in the third round, man, Jonathan Taylor. Imagine starting CMC, Julio, Jonathan Taylor. I mean, killing it. All right, so who else is gone here? After Jonathan Taylor was Melvin Gordon, who is supposedly going to be in a timeshare split with Phillip Lindsay. I mean, he's not adjusting to the altitude very well. He's getting banged up. Melvin Gordon, maybe he's just washed. Maybe he's washed. So Phillip Lindsay's a sneaky late-round pick as well. After Melvin Gordon went Odell Beckham and then Devin Singletary. That's good value for Odell at the 401. I'm not sure if you guys saw the clip from camp where Odell just did in double coverage, play action, Baker goes downfield, and it looks like it's intercepted, and then you see Odell come up from the pile just flexing. I mean, he's going to do Odell things this year. The fear with Odell, and the reason that he's going at the 4-0, the 312, and not in the second round, not in the third round by the other big names like oh my goodness. We still have 3 of our favorite wide. This is why you wait on wide receiver. A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans are all still there. We're in the middle of the 4th round. And Amari Cooper, DJ Moore, A.J. Brown are still there. Amari Cooper just went. Okay, geez. I mean, that was late. I mean, come on. DJ Moore just went. Okay. We're 3 picks away. A.J. Brown's still there. Mike Evans is still there. Cortland Sutton's still there. A.J. Brown just went. Okay. So those people in the middle of the draft, they got wide receiver 1s in round 4. So this is a best ball. And I think Mike Evans in a best ball is pretty sexy in the 4th round. He doesn't have to do it every week. Remember, Mike Evans, the reason people don't like Mike Evans is because he has those spike weeks and then those slow weeks, and those spike weeks and those slow weeks. And he's a boundary receiver. And we all think that, Brady loves stuff over the middle in the slot, and they're going to run 12 personnel, which means 2 tight ends. So O.J. Howard and Gronk and Godwin kind of in the middle of the field with Mike Evans on the outside. But in a best ball where I can just take Mike Evans' best weeks, I mean, Brady? I mean, he has, 5 years in a row Mike Evans has had 1,000-yard season? I mean, come on. So really for me, it's between Mike Evans, Cortland Sutton, and Juju Smith-Schuster still there. Man, wide receiver is so close. Juju just went. I called it. Juju just went. So it's between Mike Evans, Cortland Sutton, Calvin Ridley. I mean, I got to go Evans, man. It's the freaking 4th round, pick 7. Smash the Mike Evans button. So let's take a look at the half-point PPR's team. Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Kenny Golladay, and Mike Evans. All right, I like the start. We didn't take any quarterback. We didn't take any tight end because in best ball, you don't need to reach as much for those guys because you can draft 2 or 3 quarterbacks and 2 or 3 tight ends, and then it just takes your best score every week. So you don't need like a Lamar or Mahomes because you have the optionality of like Stafford and Teddy Bridgewater and Minshew, and depending on their matchups and how the game flow, you just take the best score every week. So it's less important to go out and get, a premium quarterback in this format. So after I went Mike Evans, it went Robert Woods and Adam Thielen. Some other guys that are off the board are David Johnson and Devin Singletary. The beginning of the 4th round. A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley all went after David Johnson and Devin Singletary. Why? Because those guys took wide receivers in the first 2 and 3 rounds. First 3 rounds. So they got the thirst. They got the running back thirst. Oh, I don't have a running back yet. I gotta get a running back because I went wide receiver early. And I'm gonna get Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary in the 4th round. He's not even the goal line option, not even the passing down option in a full point PPR. It's Zach Moss, who we're going to take in the 9th round and smash it. And David Johnson at the 402 when you can get Amari Cooper, DJ Moore, AJ Brown, Juice. We don't even know if David Johnson even has any juice left whatsoever. So again, it's just more empirical data showing you that you have to always go running back in the 1st round. And 80% of the time you're going running back in the 2nd round so that you could get A.J. Brown, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, Juju, OBJ. A.J. Brown, it's like, I just keep saying A.J. Brown because I love A.J. Brown. I mean, A.J. Brown won at the 405. That is just how the league is this year. More teams are running 3 and 4 wide receiver sets, but they're not putting 2 running backs out there at one time. They're putting more receivers out there at one time. So it devalues the wide receiver position. That is why I don't own any shares of Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, and DeAndre Hopkins. Because they go in the top 18 picks where I'm only taking running backs. It's a rule. Because then there's just a huge drop-off after that. Take a little breather after that, man. All right, so after I went Mike Evans, it went Robert Woods at the 408, Adam Thielen at the 409, Calvin Ridley at the 410. That's a steal. David Montgomery at the 411. David Montgomery in the 4th round. This guy's got the thirst. Let's see. Yep, thirst. Needs a running back. Reaches for David Montgomery. Then Cooper Kupp goes. Then Terry McLaurin went at the 501. Terry McLaurin was going in the 6th round a few weeks ago. Now he's going first pick, round 5. That is what happens when the hype machine, the Matthew Berrys of the world, get a hold of our favorite sleepers and they hit the mainstream. So live IFFG. Yep. Guess who took him? John Paulsen from 4 for 4. The sharpest guy in this room is the one that took Terry McLaurin at the 501. You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see the best fantasy football players in the industry taking your guys. The guys you've been beating the drum for all summer, so the half-point PPR listeners can bathe in the glory that is Terry McLaurin. So I'm 1 pick away here, and it's Courtland Sutton, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins, Waller, Akers, Diggs, Chark. Ooh. Actually, so I think I can go Swift here. And remember, Sutton just went. So he's my favorite receiver. I'm going to take DeAndre Swift. And let me tell you why I'm going to take DeAndre Swift. Because I'm thinking ahead. We're being strategic. In best ball tournaments, you want to stack your teams so that when Matt Stafford throws a touchdown to DeAndre Swift, I get the double points. When he throws a touchdown to Kenny Golladay, I'm getting double points. So, we're thinking ahead. We're seeing the plays before they happen, and we're going to be stacking the Lions. So let's take DeAndre Swift. Because guess what? Kerryon Johnson is walking around in a walking boot that's heavier than this chair. I mean, the thing is he's got a robotic leg. You mean to tell me that he's going to stay healthy all year and be the early down back for the Lions when he's walking around in a brace 2 weeks before the week 1? I mean, DeAndre Swift it's the Lions. They could screw you, but, it's all or nothing. I'm either trying to get first place. It's right. It's Ricky Bobby. It's your first or your last, right? I don't care about getting second or third. I'm trying to win this league. And if I can hit on Stafford, DeAndre Swift, Kenny Golladay, and TJ Hockenson, oh, baby, give me all of that. Because guess what? The Lions defense is going to stink. They lost their best DB because he hated the coach. So they're going to be chucking a lot. And that is what we want to see in fantasy. And we love to stack teams where the quarterback is super cheap, like Matt Stafford. All right, so who just went? After my DeAndre Swift pick, Mark Ingram went, then DJ Chark, then my favorite best ball receiver, Marquise Brown. He just went. Cam Akers just went after him at the 5-10. So we're nearing the end of the 5th round here. So let's start thinking about our next pick. Right now we got Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans. So I need a receiver. Stephon Diggs, I'm going to add to the queue. And it's getting Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, baby. Did he just go? Oh, he's still there. All right, so we like Michael Gallup. Where's Will Fuller? Where's my boy Will Fuller? Where's my boy Will Fuller? There he is. There he is. All right, so my 3 favorite receivers here are Diggs, Gallup, and Fuller. Fuller is by far the lowest ranked on this list, but I think he's got the most upside as the number 1 receiver for Deshaun Watson. He's gained weight. They love him there. Bill O'Brien loves him. The number 1 receiver for Deshaun Watson. I mean, enough said, right? So Diggs just went. All right, so we're 6 picks away. We got Michael Gallup, Will Fuller in the queue. Big drop-off. Big tier drop-off at receiver after that. Let's mosey over to quarterback. We still got Kyler, Dak, Sean, all the guys are there. Running back. Dobbins, no. Mostert, no. Marlon Mack, no. Ronald Jones. Ooh, Ronald Jones. Let's add you. Oh, he just went. As I go to add him to the queue, Ronald Jones gets taken. So here at the 607, round 6, pick 7, we are 5 picks away. We are really, really hoping to get one of Michael Gallup and Will Fuller and just take that ceiling, those ceilings. I mean, the Cowboys could support 3,000-yard receivers this year with Lamb, Gallup, and Mark Cooper. I mean, Dak could throw for 5,000. Michael Gallup, Will Fuller, that's our targets here. Who else is gone? So we Darren Waller went, Keenan Allen went, Dak Prescott just went at the 603. All right, here comes the quarterback run. Here comes the quarterback run. We're going to see Kyler go soon, and Watson go soon, and Wilson go soon. But we're not taking them because guess what we're doing? We're taking Matt Stafford because we got Kenny Golladay. We got DeAndre Swift. We're going to stack them lines. Feeling really good about the running back position with Dalvin and Chubb up there. One could argue I'm weak at receiver right now with Golladay and Evans, but we're about to change that when we get Michael Gallup or Will Fuller. Okay, Devontae Parker just went. We're 3 picks away. We're 3 picks away. Gallup or Fuller, baby. All right, if they're gone, let's have a backup option. Always got to have a backup option. If Fuller and Gallup are gone, our choices are T.Y. Hilton, Tyler Boyd, A.J. Green, Jarvis Landry. Man, I hate these options. Deshaun Watson just went. Yes, we're going to get our boys. We're going to get one of our boys. Now we got to decide which one. Will Fuller's the number 1 option. I mean, Michael Gallup is ranked higher. His ADP is higher. But we are not slaves to the ADP, and we're not slaves to rankings. We pick based off of so many things. Player archetype, offensive style, tendencies, the quality of the quarterback, game script, empirical data, history. So Michael Gallup has a safer floor than Will Fuller, but in best ball, who gives a crap about floors? I mean, give me the ceiling of Will Fuller. If he's healthy, the whole season. I mean, his injury concern is baked into his price. Will Fuller is going 95th overall. 95th. And he's got, top 10 receiver upside if he has a healthy season. J.K. Dobbins just went. So let's do it. Let's take Will Fuller. Good feeling, boys. It's a good feeling. Just a quick review. Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Will Fuller, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans. So Deshaun Watson's off the board. J.K. Dobbins went before Fuller, and Raheem Mostert just went, running back dead zone, get out of here. Grossness. Luckily, we have 3 receivers, 3 wide receivers, 3 receivers, 3 running backs. This is exactly how you want to start every draft. 3 receivers, 3 running backs. That's what you want to do. Because there's tier drop-offs after these guys, major. You got to just start throwing darts here. T.Y. Hilton, Deebo Samuel, Tyler Boyd, A.J. Green, Jarvis Landry. I mean, if Michael Gallup were to come back to me, I will do jumping jacks. We've got 9 picks away here. Some of the other players available, Evan Ingram, Hunter Henry. Kyler Murray's still out there. Do I have any stackable options? No, I don't. Who else could I stack? If I miss on Stafford, I could stack Brady and Evans. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I would want to do there. So we're still targeting Stafford in the late rounds. Marlon Mack's still there, trash. T.Y. Hilton, trash. Deebo Samuel, hurt. Tyler Boyd, I mean, I like him, but in a best ball where you're just chasing that upside, I don't know. I don't know about Tyler Boyd. We don't know who Burrow's favorite target's going to be this year. We can't just assume he's going to go to the slot like he did in college, or like, was it O'Driscoll or what? Who was their quarterback last year at the Bengals? Somebody bad. I don't think it was Andy Dalton, right? He was hurt. I don't know. AJ Green's still out there. He's already got a hamstring injury. Kerryon Johnson has robotic leg. Jared Cook, Jarvis Landry, who I like. I mean, Jarvis would be a decent, safe option to pair with the upside of Fuller, Golladay, and Evans. Sometimes if you shoot for the moon and you're chasing that ceiling with your receivers, it's nice to have, especially in best ball, nice to have that floor in case your big home runs don't hit and they're pop outs. I can get a nice little single, nice little double with Jarvis Landry. Hey, look at that, bringing baseball references. And I hate baseball too. All right, so the tight ends out there, Goddard, Hockenson, got to add him to the queue to complete the stack. Sicky, Darrell Henderson, too early for him. Sonny Michel's washed. CeeDee Lamb, I like CeeDee Lamb a lot. Christian Kirk, we're going to pop you into the queue here. We're going to pop Darius Slayton because I think he's the most talented receiver in New York into the queue. Deontay Johnson, he's fulfilling the Antonio Brown role for the Steelers while Juju's in the slot. And he actually had the most yards for any rookie wide receiver last year. People don't realize that with Deontay Johnson. Really like Deontay Johnson, especially in best ball. It would stink to have to figure out whether or not to start him every week. I really don't want to jinx it, but you know who is still available. You know who. So if you know who lasts 5 picks, I mean, we've got some viewers here in the room. I wonder if anybody in this draft is actually watching me. Probably not, because I am a complete nobody in this industry. I'm just doing this. I'm bored. It's fun. It's so fun to do this. Fantasy football is the best. I love talking about fantasy football with my friends. It's the common denominator. Especially when you're 33 years old and your friends are split out around the country. Some of them got kids, some of them work a lot. Everybody still plays fantasy football, and it's a good way to stay connected. Jarvis Landry just went. So you know who is still available. Tyler Boyd just went. AJ Green just went. Russell Wilson's gone. T.Y. Hilton's gone. James White just went. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. 3 picks. Evan Ingram just went. Come on, baby. Give him to me. Come on. This would be huge. Come on, average Joes. Don't do it to me. Just don't do it to me. My guy is the 9th-ranked player left on the board. Hopefully these guys are slaves to the ADP and slaves to the rankings. They don't take my guy. 32 seconds. Moment of truth. Ooh, this is a turning point in the draft because if my guy is gone, everybody else in my queue I have to reach for. None of them are a value. Michael Gallup is off the board, guys. Michael Gallup is gone. He went into 705. I'm here at the 706. I don't know what the frick I'm going to do. Oh, my gosh, that hurts. All right, let's just complete the stack. Let's take TJ Hockenson. Guys, that was tough. Man. This team would look a lot better with Michael Gallup as my fourth receiver behind Will Fuller and Kenny Golladay and Mike Evans. Man, that was tough. I'm going to get another beer. I'll be right back, boys. All right, we got to bounce back. Next play, next up mentality. We're just these drafts are won in late rounds, anyways. Anybody can draft 8 studs at the top of their lineup, but it takes true grinders to win drafts in the middle rounds. I'm gonna hit my jewel real quick. That Michael Gallup thing hurt. Michael Gallup went to the 705. That is nuts. I've seen him taken in the 5th round in a lot of these high stakes leagues. Jump in the chat. Pops in the chat to complain about Michael Gallup like anyone gives a crap. All right. So we've got Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Will Fuller, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, TJ Hockenson. So when do we have to take Stafford? Kyler Murray just went. So probably not anytime soon. Josh Allen's ahead of him. Wentz is ahead of him. Matt Ryan's ahead of him. Brees, Rodgers, Brady. And nobody else has stackable pieces with the Lions. So I think I can really wait on Matt Stafford. Don't want to wait too long. I think I can wait. Let's take a look at running back. Marlon Mack, Kerryon Johnson, Darrell Henderson, Philip Lindsay, Sony Michel, Keyshawn Vaughn, Tariq Cohen, Tevin Coleman, Alexander Madison. I keep hitting my microphone just to get all worked up about that freaking Michael Gallup thing. Ooh, Zach Moss. Ooh, there it is. Like that, Zach Moss. All right. Zach Moss is the only guy on this list that I'm targeting. In best ball drafts, you want to come out of the draft with at least 9 receivers and at least 6 running backs, but 5 if you have a bunch of studs. And if you're weak at receiver, you want to come out with 10 receivers. So admittedly, I might need to come out with 10 in this draft. But, the guys in my queue right now are CeeDee Lamb, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Deontay Johnson, Matt Stafford, and Zach Moss. So, who's Christian? Yeah, I got Christian Kirk. Marvin Jones will add to get the quadruple stack. Pretty much anytime the Lions score a touchdown, I'd be getting it. I love Jalen Reagor. We're going to add Mecole Hardman. Love Mecole Hardman. Where is Brandon Aiyuk? Definitely got to get Brandon Aiyuk. And Shenault. Obviously, we always try to get Laviska. Man, the wide receivers are just – that's so fun. Drafting wide receiver late in drafts. It's so fun. There's one in every round that we love. Always a wide – every single round there's a wide receiver that we love. Except when you get sniped on Michael Gallup. So Deontay Johnson just went. So some of the guys just went. Oh, Marvin Jones gone. It's okay. We don't need a quad stack. We don't need all the Lions. We got Hockenson. We got Golladay. We got Swift. And we're going to have Stafford. So some of the guys that have gone, wow, Antonio Gibson going in the 7th round. Come on. I like Gibson. Don't get me wrong. 7th round.
Some of the guys that are gone. After I took T.J. Hockenson, Harris at 706 in the middle of the 7th round. So middle of 7th round, this is what happened. Hockenson, Brandon Cooks, Tyler Higbee, Kyler Murray, Hayden Hurst, Antonio Gibson, Hunter Henry, Tariq Cohen, Julian Edelman, Deontay Johnson, Marvin Jones. I am up next. Jamison Crowder just went. So really, it's CeeDee Lamb, Christian Kirk, or Mecole Hardman. If I had a better wide receiver core already, I would have the luxury of swinging for the fences with, the third or fourth option in the Cowboys and Chiefs offense in CeeDee Lamb and Mecole Hardman. But the safe play here is to go Christian Kirk. I think Christian Kirk is being really underrated this year, and he's going to be the number 2 option in Arizona for the air raid offense, like to spread the ball around. I don't think DeAndre Hopkins is going to command the target share that he commanded at when he was in Houston. And Christian Kirk, he's still coming along. He's still developing. So Christian Kirk's going to be our pick here as long as low watt football doesn't take him. Happy hour. CeeDee Lamb just went. Okay, it makes the decision a lot easier. I pretty much have CeeDee Lamb on every team so far. I just got him at the 7 pick in a rookie draft because somebody went Zach Moss. What are you doing? The RB thirst is real. Luckily, on that team, I have Kamara, Cook, Ronald Jones, and David Montgomery. So I didn't have the thirst that some of the other teams in our league had for the running back position, and I'm just gobbling up wide receiver value. It's the luxury of starting your dynasty leagues heavy running back. I know a lot of people say start heavy wide receiver, but that is a fallacy because you can always trade for receivers, pick from waivers. You can always draft them the next year. I like to start heavy running back, and I got Godwin for cheap, last year, and DJ Moore for cheap, and you just watch him break out on your team. So Christian Kirk is the pick. All right. That was the 8th round, pick 7 for Christian Kirk. Right now, our team is Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, TJ Hockenson. So we're going to have to start thinking. I keep saying that. We're going to start thinking about Stafford. He's still the 6th. See, you can't trust the rankings, man. I think Stafford usually goes before Brady and Rodgers. He's ranked behind Rodgers. He definitely goes before Rodgers. Do I have to take him in the 9th round? We'll see. We'll see when the QB run goes. But I shouldn't have to take Stafford in the 9th. It'd be great to get Mecole Hardman, Zach Moss, Darius Slayton. It's a little early for Rager, a little early for Aiyuk, definitely early for Laviska Shenault. So our targets right now are Zach Moss, Mecole Hardman, and Darius Slayton. Let's let you guys know what's going on in this draft. So, again, we're with John Paulsen from 444, one of the most accurate rankers in the history of fantasy football. He's been doing this 25 years. John Paulsen, follow him on Twitter. A lot of other sharp drafters. They're all mixing it up in the chat, being chummy, but I'm here with you guys. I'm here with you guys, talking about the draft for the Half Point PPR Fantasy Football Show. YouTube. Guys available right now. So after Kirk went, Emmanuel Sanders and Deebo Samuel. So we're getting to near the end of the 8th round here. Marlon Mack, Austin Hooper, Karen Johnson, Jared Cook. Let's do this by ADP. Who gives a crap about their ranks? So Marlon Mack, Mike Gesicki, Josh Allen, Matt Ryan, Gronk, Jared Cook. Oh, Zach Moss just went. That hurts. Zach Moss is going in the 8th round now, huh? Man, just a few weeks ago, he was going in the 10th. One video of him catching a long touchdown. And man, there was another Roto World blurb about him potentially more touches than Devin Singletary this year, who I remind you went in the 4th freaking round in this draft. What a joke. Do not draft him. So really it's going to be Darius Slayton or Mecole Hardman. They're both high upside guys. Slayton probably higher floor. Hardman definitely higher ceiling. But, I don't know. If Slayton turns out to be the alpha, Sterling Shepard's not very good. Golden Tate's not very good. I think that people are thinking about Mecole a lot through the lens of what happens if Tyreek Hill gets hurt or if Sammy Watkins actually retires and starts chasing aliens like he's talked about doing. But I think we got to watch out for Demarcus Robinson. Patrick Mahomes loves Demarcus Robinson. They re-signed him. And I saw a video of him catching a long touchdown on Twitter. I got to stop letting that affect my farts and whistles are just pulling me in every direction because I have the thirst for fantasy football. So these clips from practice is all I got right now. All we got. And I can't let it sway my drafting. So, I mean, are there any running backs worth looking at here? Tevin Coleman. Not a bad best ball pick. Keyshawn Vaughn, Boston Scott, Chase Edmonds. I mean, that's just crap. So I have 3 running backs and 4 receivers. I think I'm going to go – I'm just going to keep gobbling up wide receiver value. That's what you got to do. Oh, Cole just went. So it's on me. 9th round, 6th pick. I mean, it's Darius Slayton. One of the sharpest minds in fantasy sports is Sean Siegel from RotoViz. And he loves Darius Slayton this year. He's number 1 receiver for the Giants. It's only his 2nd year. He was a rookie last year. He had some crazy catches. Defense stinks. Let's get a little second ADP player behind J. Judy on the board. Not that matters. All right, 15 seconds. Darius Slayton. Man, what a stressful draft this is. But doing it together as a fantasy football family here on the Half Point PPR Fantasy Football Show here on YouTube. Quick recap. We're in the middle of the 9th round, and it's Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift are my running backs, and my wide receivers are Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, TJ Hockenson, and now Tom Brady went, and now Matt Ryan went, and now I'm starting to freak out about Matt Stafford and not being able to complete my stack. The other quarterbacks in front of him are Wentz, Breeze. So Wentz should go. Breeze should go. Man, I might not get Stafford. Holy crap. Hopefully these guys – I mean, okay, you got to tell myself. You're drafting with the pros. You're drafting with the sharps. These guys don't take quarterbacks early. You're going to be able to get Matt Stafford. Man, I'm starting to freak out. I have 3 Lions. If I can't get Matt Stafford, this team sucks, and I'm never going to live stream the draft again because I'm so focused on you guys. Oh, man, I hope I can get Stafford. All right, so the other quarterbacks there. Carson Wentz is going to go before Stafford. Nobody in their right mind is taking Stafford before Carson Wentz. Then Drew Brees, Aaron Jones, Daniel Jones, Cam Newton. Hopefully someone just loves Cam Newton. Wow, Rodgers just went. This guy must have a stack. Why are you taking Rodgers over Wentz and Brees and Stafford? What an idiot. Who is that? All right, it's not anybody I respect. All right, what's 4for4 Paul John? What's he doing? He's alive or left me. So he took Breida and Josh Allen? Interesting. Not guys that I've been targeting. All right, Carson Wentz just went, oh, no. We're 5 picks away. You got to really hope that Matt Stafford doesn't go. All right, Tevin Coleman just went. Gronk just went. 3 picks away, guys. 3 picks away. What are we going to do if we get Stafford? What are we going to do? Are we going to get up and dance? All right, now Alexander Madison just went. Come on, one more pick. Do not Michael Gallup me right now. Do not Michael Gallup me right now. Let me get Matt Stafford. Just come on. We're at the 10th round, 7 pick. Oh, come on. Nobody's going to take Stafford without the stack, unless someone has Marvin Jones. The guy that took Marvin Jones might want to stack Stafford with him. Might have carry on as well. I love Cam Newton this year, guys, but he just has no stackable options. What are you going to do? Stack him with N'Keal Harry, who still can't even figure it out? Freaking second year, stinking all summer. Julian Edelman, who's hurt. I mean, their tight ends are 2 rookies, Dalton Keene and Matt Asiasi. Maybe James White, but who knows if he's going to do the dunk down thing that Brady did. So if I'm taking Newton this year, I'm probably just taking him naked and then stacking my backup quarterback, going out and get like Jared Goff or Big Ben or Baker, Joe Burrow. These guys are good. Have one PPR podcast, triple stack with the Lions. Draft. Hey guys, we completed the triple stack. The one format, besides obviously DFS, that you want to be triple stacking your players. Best ball with the sharps, swimming around in the ocean with the sharks. Let's go. All right, we can't revel in it. The team right now, Matt Stafford, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift. That Swift pick was so sharp in the 5th, guys. Oh, feels good. Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, TJ Hockenson. All right, I'm going to jump in the chat. Just say Lions triple stack. Stack completed. Let's see what these guys think here. Get the fuck out of here. Have a PPR pod here. All right, let's start thinking about the next round. Next play mentality. All right, so we get out of the quarterback tab. We need some running backs, guys. So Tony Pollard, Boston Scott, maybe Duke Johnson, maybe Chase Edmonds, Damian Harris, DeAndre Washington. This is where we start to go back to our boys in the running game. The dead zone is the end of round 2 through the middle to end of round 5. Then I like those running backs at the end of round 5 and some of them through round 6. And then there's another dead zone from 7 to 10. We're in the 10th round right now, and some of the running backs that have recently gone, Darrell Henderson, Philip Lindsay, that's nice. Kerryon Johnson, Kevin Coleman, Alexander Madison, who has no value anymore. Keyshawn Vaughn, who's going to be playing special teams, is like 4th in the rotation. Get the heck out of here, Keyshawn Vaughn. I remember when I saw you being drafted in like the 7th round. Those people got to be pretty stupid right now. And then it brings us to, Boston Scott, super, super, super high upside, passing down back. He could be the bell cow if Miles is hurt. Chase Edmonds, same exact thing. And Drake goes down. Chase Edmonds is a league winner. Damian Harris might be the starter for New England. So he's in the queue. DeAndre Washington might take some of that Damian Williams work from the Chiefs. And he can catch balls too. So it might not be the full-on CEH show. DeAndre Washington could get some work. This is a nice group of running backs here. Ooh, Bryce Love. I mentioned Sean Siegel once. I'm going to mention him again. Actually, here's something interesting. I remember when I first started this podcast in April, or was it March? April or March. I had heard a little birdie told me that in all of Matthew Berry's dynasty leagues, Matthew Berry is a Redskins fan or a Washington R-Words fan and Washington football team fan, sorry. In all of his dynasty leagues, he was trading and buying Bryce Love. And I just found it very curious that one of the most informed Washington fans back then was buying Bryce Love. And then the word comes out that Darius guys, rapes women and abused women and all these terrible, terrible things. And rightfully so. He's been blackballed from the league. He's gone. Did Matthew Berry know that was coming? Because Bryce Love was like the 5th running back on the depth chart when he was doing that. And I love Antonio Gibson. I love the upside of Antonio Gibson. But it seems as if Bryce Love is ahead of him in the pecking order, at least right now. And Antonio Gibson is doing a lot of good things at practice. But, man. maybe we're just spending too much time thinking about and talking about the Washington running game on a team that's most likely to be trailing a lot. And that's why I like Gibson, because he's got that passing game upside. He can catch balls out of the slot. All right, so it's coming back to me here in 3 picks. In our queue, we have Boston Scott, who's the highest ranked player, Chase Edmonds, second highest, Damian Harris, third highest. So, Damian Harris is went. Okay, I was just going to take Damian Harris. So, in the 11th round, Boston Scott in a full PPR, Chase Edmonds, who more needs an injury in front of him, Tony Pollard, who also needs an injury in front of him, DeAndre Washington, who gets some early down work to start the year. I'm going to go Boston Scott. He's one of my most owned players this year. If you look at his production in the last 5 weeks last year, he was an RB2, RB1 some weeks. Like, I think he had 6 targets a game, and he caught all 6 balls each game. And then he rushed for touchdowns too, so he can do both. He's a Darren Sproulsian type player on Darren Sproles' former team. And the only other running backs that are there are Miles Sanders, who's banged up right now, and Michael Warren, who's pretty much like Mike Tolbert, who's just like a big body, kind of fullback red zone guy. So I really like Boston Scott, especially in best ball. Chase Edmonds just went. I mean, we're in a shark draft. Chase Edmonds isn't going to slip when you're swimming with the sharks. Man, so it feels so good to already have quarterback, already have tight end, and they're stacked. While other teams are just chasing it. They're just chasing it, man. Joe Burrow just went in the 10th. Jared Cook, Johnny Smith. Anthony Miller goes in the 11th. I respect that. Oh, getting compliments on the stack. Love it. Now you just need Amendola. Don't talk me into Danny Amendola. I might take Quintez Cephas over Danny Amendola. Don't sleep on Quintez Cephas. Guess who's the only Lions wide receiver that signed in 2021? Quintez Cephas. Got that speed out of Wisconsin. But I'm probably not going to take him. I'm not. This is a dynasty league. All right, so after Chase Edmonds, A.J. Dillon goes. John from 444 said, BBQ spoiled my plan to stack Brown with Allen at the same time stacking Burrow with Boyd AGG. You love to see it. You love to see the sharpest guy in the room thinking only about his stacks. When what have we done here on Half Point PPR Fantasy Football this whole time? We've been talking about our stacks and how important it is to have that differentiator. A lot of hot stacks out there. Love talking stacks. Love talking stacks, boys. All right, Blake Jarwin goes. All right, so right now we got 5 running backs, 5 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 quarterback. So I need more receivers. And guess who is there? Laviska Shenault and Brandon Aiyuk. So we're 8 picks away. And if one of Laviska and Brandon Aiyuk is there, we're going to be really pumped. I'd rather take Brandon Aiyuk because he's the number 1 receiver for the Niners. I think Laviska's got a heck of an upside, but he's still going to be playing second fiddle to DJ Chark. Running back wise, I still like Tony Pollard. I still like DeAndre Washington. Bryce Love is still out there. You can get Bryce Love a lot later. People are really sleeping on him, except for Matthew Berry and Sean Siegel, two of the sharpest minds in the game. Anybody else that I need to add to the queue here? Let's just see what tight ends are out there. Dallas Goedert, he broke his finger today. Remember that, guys. Dallas Goedert's out until week 1. But I still like him. I don't love him. Herndon, all right, I like Herndon in a best ball. Dallas Goedert just went, of course. O.J. Howard, I like late. Ian Thomas, I like late. Eric Ebron's not a bad best ball option if he can stay healthy. Apparently, he just says, I don't even want to block. Like, I'm not going to block. Balls on that guy. All right, so receiver, it's a lot of rookies. Preston Williams, who I like, but I like the upside of Brandon Aiyuk and Laviska Shenault more. Yeah, I mean those are our two targets right now. Laviska Shenault, Brandon Aiyuk. We're here in the 12th round, 12th pick. We're on pick 12th round. We're on the 4th pick. I have the 7th pick in the 12th round. We got Matt Stafford, Boston Scott, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, and TJ Hockenson. Some of the guys that recently just went, starting at the end of the 11th round. After I took Boston Scott, it went Anthony Miller, Chase Edmonds, A.J. Dillon, Blake Jarwin, Deshaun Jackson, Sony Michel, Cam Newton, Dallas Goedert, Daniel Jones, Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle, and now we're one pick away with both of our guys there. We really have to sweat this out. Coast the next pick. So we're taking Viska or Aiyuk, but we want Aiyuk. So you might see me a little upset if Aiyuk's gone, but Viska is a great second option. I might need to start looking at backup quarterbacks because of Stafford's health concerns. Luckily, there's 8 guys there I like. Goff, Big Ben. Who can I stack? I got to look at stacking. Oh, crap. Who else can I stack? Baker. That's it. Man, I didn't leave myself in the stacking nonsense. That sucks, Alex. You got to be thinking about stacking your second quarterback. All right, so we're taking Brandon Aiyuk. Slow clap. Little slow clap. Brandon Aiyuk. Feeling good. Wide receiver core is much stronger than it was a few rounds ago. All right, end of the 12th round. We still got Laviska, Tony Pollard, Duke Johnson, DeAndre Washington, Bryce Love, Herndon, O.J. Howard, Ian Thomas, Baker Mayfield. Herndon just went. Ooh, my target. Let's see who's out there. Let's regroup. Let's regroup. Man, I wish I could have stacked that. Oh, I still can. Stack Ian Thomas and Teddy Bridgewater. That's possible. I can still stack Laviska and Minshew. That would be ideal to go Laviska, Minshew. Preston Williams is still out there. Justin Jefferson is out there. News came out today that Justin Jefferson's the 3rd receiver in the rotation. He's behind Olabisi Johnson, and they're fairly disappointed that he hasn't come along as quickly. I think DeAndre Washington here in the 13th round would be nice value. Curtis Samuel still out there. Actually, Curtis Samuel, Ian Thomas, and Teddy Bridgewater wouldn't be a bad stack. It wouldn't be a bad stack. So let's go over to QB, and let's add Teddy Bridgewater to the queue. All right. Big Ben just went. Jerry Jeudy just went. Tony Pollard just went. Ian Thomas just went. Lost. Take out Teddy Bridgewater. No longer a target. Let's add Minshew because we're hoping to take Laviska here. We're 5 picks away with Laviska still on the board. Johnson, DeAndre Washington. Do I need a running back or do I need a receiver? Can I just go best available? I've got 5 running backs. No, 4. I've only got 4 running backs. I've got 6 receivers. I think that there's a lot of running back value late with Bryce Love, Jerick McKinnon, Ben Snell, Lynn Bowden. Why can't I queue these guys anymore? For review. Yeah, there we go. All right, so Golden Tate just went. Adrian Peterson just went. Yeah, I mean, we're just hoping for Laviska. We're hoping for Laviska. I'm going to add Jerick McKinnon to the queue. Baker just went. All right, so quarterback's getting a little dicey, so that means I have to take Laviska. I'm up next. Jared Goff just went. So it means that I'm going to go Laviska here if he gets to me, and then I'm going to go Minshew in the next round. And then I'm going to – who else can I stack there? Maybe Chris Thompson. I don't want Chris Thompson. Yeah, it'll just be a Laviska Minshew stack. That's fine. I triple stacked my first option in Matt Stafford. What a happy hour. This is fun. Thanks for sticking around to the Half Point PPR Fantasy Football. 13th round, pick 5. I'm 1 away. We're hoping for Laviska Shenault. We'd be fine with DeAndre Washington here. But we really want Laviska because we like the talent and we can stack with Minshew. Rifle Armstead's out there. There we go. We're going to do the Laviska dance. Don't do the Laviska dance. All right, here we go. Let's just smash it. Smash it. Laviska. Working out, boys. It's working out. Going to come back and get Minshew all the way to the stack bank. And then we got to really smash running back. We got to make the right picks in the late rounds. We're almost treating it like a running back. Started 2 running backs. You know, like that's the beauty of starting 2 running backs. Then you gobble up all the value at your other position in the middle of the draft where all those running back dead zones are. And we avoid the Adrian Petersons, and we avoid the Leonard Fournettes, and we avoid the David Johnson. And then at the end of the draft, we take those high upside guys, those DeAndre Washington, Bryce Love, Jerick McKinnon, Duke Johnson, and we have the perfect team. You know, that's how it works. We go running back early, and then we go running back late. That's how it works. Go wide receivers, quarterbacks, tight ends in the middle. Irv Smith just went. Love Irv Smith. I got to start thinking about a backup tight end. OJ Howard's still out there. Fine. Good. Oh, that's it. Oh, damn. You guys are going tight end happy, huh? Tannehill just went. Man, who's going to be my second tight end if OJ Howard's gone? Gerald Everett. We're going to add Gerald Everett to the queue. Man, that's scary. If TJ Hawkins doesn't stay healthy, this is going to be hurting. Take a look at quarterback. Minshew's the second-ranked quarterback on the board behind Jimmy G, Teddy B. So hopefully we can get him to complete our stack. Paris Campbell just went. Man, I love Paris Campbell in the 13th round. That's great value. He's got speed. Comes out of the slot. Alan Lazard just went. Also love that pick. This guy's defending stacks. Yeah, funny. Jay Brown and Tannehill. I mean, yeah, I like the stack, but there's really no other stackable option for Tannehill. That's why I don't find myself gravitating towards Tannehill, especially in best ball leagues. Who else are you going to stack with? If I did Jay Brown, you know, maybe Jonnu. You got Jonnu. Yeah, but he doesn't have Jonnu. Damn. Minshew just went. That hurts, guys. That hurts. That hurts. So now I don't have to reach for a quarterback. If I need a tight end, I can go get OJ Howard. I'm probably going to take OJ Howard here because there's so many, like Jimmy Garoppolo, Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Lock, Kirk Cousins, Phillip Rivers, Sam Darnold, all there. And I would take all of them as my backup quarterback in a best ball. Let's check bye weeks. Stafford's buys in the 5th. None of these guys have buys. Boom, locked and loaded. TJ Hawkinson's in the 5th. So OJ Howard's buys in the 13th. That means we're taking OJ Howard with the next pick. How it's going. OJ Howard, he's supposedly going to get more playing time than Gronk. And Brady loves him. they've just been hyping up O.J. Howard. And maybe this is the year. Tight ends don't normally break out until a few years in. DeAndre Washington just went, okay, that's fine. I mean, I wanted DeAndre Washington, but I wasn't going to take him here, and he wasn't going to last that 15th round anyways. So I'm fine with taking Jerick McKinnon later, Bryce Love later. Michael Pittman just goes, rookie wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts. And who else should we put on? So now we got to start dumpster diving. So Justin Jackson we're going to add. He's listed as the starter. Darrington Evans, maybe Josh Kelly, Jerick McKinnon. Bryce Love we got. All right, up next, O.J. Howard. We're getting sniped left and right, guys. We're getting sniped left and right. Oh, that hurts. I just got to reach for O.J. Howard here. I mean, Gerald Everett. Also Howard. So we're going to take Gerald Everett here. The Rams are also going to be running 12 personnel, 2 tight ends in the field. Higbee only broke out after Everett got hurt. I'm really trying to put on a face for Gerald Everett here, but O.J. Howard would have been nice. It really would have been nice. Yeah. And then we're just going to smash running back and backup quarterback the rest of the way. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, Brandon Aiyuk, Laviska Shenault. So we've got 7 receivers we like. Let's go take. And do we fly a little close to the sun here? And maybe hope Everett's there in the next round. What quarterbacks are here? Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Lock, Darnold, Cousins. No, I can wait on that. I can wait on these running backs. Wide receivers. Preston Williams is quite a steal at this point. But I'm going to play scared. I'm going to take Gerald Everett. Drafting scared. Drafting scared here. So, 14th round, 8th pick. Before me went Gardner Minshew, Duke Johnson, Nyheim Hines, DeAndre Washington, Michael Pittman, O.J. Howard, Curtis Samuel, Greg Olsen, then Gerald Everett went, and then Drew Lock went, and Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown in best ball, you're taking 10 zeros. What is he spending for 10 games? So that's kind of dangerous, taking 10 zeros in a row. I like the upside. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have a team yet. Preston Williams just went after him. Great pick. Great pick. It's a great pick for WW97, Preston Williams. And, so we're still looking at Bryce Love, Jerick McKinnon, Justin Jackson, Darrington Evans, Joshua Kelly. Great 0 running back options. Who else? Well, we got to look at our quarterbacks. Who else can we stack late? Can I pull something out of my butt here? All right, Justin Jackson gone. Garoppolo. I can pull off a Garoppolo and Jerick McKinnon stack, and then I can get Jordan Reed. What? Whoa. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's add Jordan Reed to the queue as our last. All right, Bryce Love just went. All right, he wasn't going to last that long. I know plenty of people in here read RotoViz. Steven Sims went, who I love. So we're in the 15th round, and we are looking at Jerick McKinnon as our next pick. We are 4 picks away. I don't mind the McKinnon. Oh, we got Aiyuk. Of course we're taking Jimmy. We're taking Jimmy with our next pick. Of course we're taking Jimmy. We've got Aiyuk. Yes. Let's go. Come on, 4 picks. We can go Jimmy. Then hopefully we can go Jerick McKinnon. It doesn't matter because we already have Jimmy's number 1 receiver. Yes. Good thinking, Alex. All right, Robbie Anderson just went. Michael P. Ryan just went. One more pick. Come on. Let's get Jimmy G. Oh, it was week 11 bye. All right, Stafford's week 5. Ooh, good thing I checked that. All right. Come on, Jimmy G. Come on, Jimmy G. Oh, actually, could I wait on Jimmy G? How close to the sun do I want to fly here? And could I take McKinnon? No, I probably can't do that. Where's McKinnon in these ranks? He's the 5th running back left. And Jimmy G is the top ranked quarterback left. So I have to take Jimmy G right here. And I got to hope McKinnon's there, but it's okay if he's not because we already got Aiyuk. McKinnon just went. Oh, baby. Complete the stack. Aiyuk, Jimmy G, Stafford, Golladay, Hockenson, DeAndre Swift. All right, we're in the 15th round, pick 7. And Michael P. Ryan went super early to BBQ guy in the 15th round. I do not like that pick at all. I'd rather have Jerick McKinnon all day. Carlos Hyde goes. $15.08 up next. Who do we got in the queue? Now we have our stacks. We've got 2 quarterbacks. We've got 2 tight ends. We still should have. Who could we stack that's left? Bridgewater, Cousins. Oh, we've got Dalvin Cook. Yeah, Cousins. Yeah, Cousins is going to be our 3rd quarterback. Heck yeah. There's no other stackable options there. Olabisi Johnson. I'm not taking Olabisi Johnson. So Cousins to Dalvin on those little dump downs, zone running scheme. Come on, baby. All right, so we've only got 5 running backs. 2 of them are premium running backs, and Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Boston Scott. Oh man, we've only got 4 running backs. We got a smash running back here. We got Darrington Evans. Let's go to the running backs. Darrington Evans, Josh Kelly, Anthony McFarland, Darwin, Ito, any stackable options. Benny Snell, I like late. Darrell Williams, Eno. We like Travion Williams super late. Darrington Evans, Josh Kelly, Monte Freeman, Anthony McFarland, Michael Armstead, Chris Thompson. So we're hoping for Darrington Evans here. We're really hoping for Darrington Evans here because if Derrick Henry goes down, he's going to smash. Man, the running back option is tough here. Darwin Thompson, Ito Smith, LaShawn McCoy, Darius Geis, see you. So we got Lynn Bowden in the queue, right? No, we don't. We got to put Lynn Bowden in the queue. Malcolm Brown, Darrell Williams we'll put in the queue just in case it's him instead of DeAndre Washington that's early down back and goal line back. Jalen Richard. Oh, Rex Burkhead. There it is. That's our target. Sexy Rexy. Patriots, they like to give the ball to running backs that they trust. And Damian Harris didn't touch the ball last year. He's a second-year player. James White is the passing down back. So I think Rex Burkhead could smash his value if we get him here in the 16th. Because they like him in the red zone. He also catches balls, but he also can run between the tackles. Dario Ogunbowale, I'm also adding to the queue because he is the 3rd down back for the Bucs, and this is the full-point PPR league. I just had to scroll down. That's why you never trust the rankings and the ADPs. You got to just keep on scrolling. And that's where you find your diamonds in the rough. And now I'm scrolling and I'm finding no diamonds in this rough of Ty Johnson and Bilal Powell. So the players in our queue are Darrington Evans, Joshua Kelly, Jordan Reed, Kirk Cousins, Benny Snell, Darrell Williams, Benjamin. Joshua Kelly just won it. So really it's Darrington Evans or Rex Burkhead. I think we need the floor of Burkhead, whereas Evans needs an injury in front of him to deliver value. And I have a feeling people are going to be upset at me for my Rex Burkhead pick because all the sharps are on him, and they always talk about how they can get him in the 18th and 19th or 17th. And we're taking him here at the end of the 16th round, pick 7. So team right now, half-point PPR pod team, playing with John Paulsen 4-for-4, and a lot of other much smarter people than me. Matthew Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, Rex Burkhead, Boston Scott, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, Brandon Aiyuk, Laviska Shenault, Gerald Everett, TJ Hockenson. So we have 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs. We have 8 receivers, 2 tight ends. So we only need 1 more receiver, at least 1 more running back, either a tight end or a quarterback. Let's see who we got out there. Teddy Bridgewater's out there. I will add him to the queue. I like Teddy, even though I have 0 stacking options with him. That is really the only quarterback on this list. I don't want Phillip Rivers. I don't really want Derek Carr. Oh, actually, I could get Carr and Lynn Bowden. Yeah. And then can I get Hunter Renfrow? Is Hunter Renfrow still out there? Yes, he is. Oh, wow. It's Brian Edwards. Yes, he is. Yeah, that's our 3rd stack. This is how it all comes together on the Half-Point PPR Fantasy Football Show. If we can complete this Raiders stack to end the draft, we're going to be feeling pretty good. So our last picks are going to be one of Darrington Evans or Benny Snell. And then if they're not there, and then Derek Carr, Hunter Renfrow, Brian Edwards. So who do I have to take first? Probably Hunter Renfrow. Let's see here. All right, buddy. All right, let's win this. So Darrington Evans is the top ranked player. I don't even like Darrington Evans this year. So just get off Evans and get on to either Carr or Renfrow. Carr is the 9th ranked player in ADP, and Renfro's the 10th. So I should get Carr first, and then if I can't get Renfrow, I'll follow. Oh, Renfro's gone. Okay, so I'm going to get Carr first, and then I'm going to follow it up with Brian Edwards or Lynn Bowden. Teddy Bridgewater just went. Okay, so I can get Carr here. What bye week does he have? I'm at 5 and 11. Carr is at 6. This is perfect. Carr is going to be our 3rd quarterback on this team. Yeah, and then we can just whoever's there between Bowden and Brian Edwards is going to be our pick in the 18th round. Right now we're at the 17th round, pick 6. Guys that recently went, I'm going to go back. So Kenny Stills just went. Before that, it was Teddy Bridgewater. Before that, it was Renfrow. Before that, it was Nick Boyle. Wow, he must have Mark Anderson. That's John Paulsen, too. So does he know something I don't about Nick Boyle? Nick Boyle's the blocking tight end. He's got to have answers. Let's just keep rolling. Ito Smith, Jamal Williams, DJ Dallas. All right, so Devontae Freeman just went. we are going to take, man, it's tough. Darius Evans, 17th round of a best ball draft, but we gotta stick to that stack life. Derek Carr, third quarterback. All right. So let's get Lynn Bowden and Brian Edwards, and let's do the Brian Edwards dance that happens in the 19th round. All right, so we're here in the 17th round, pick 7. My team so far is Matt Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, Derek Carr, Rex Burkhead, Boston Scott, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, Brandon Aiyuk, Laviska Shenault, and then Gerald Everett and TJ Hockenson. Do I need a third tight end? I mean, I do if Hockenson gets hurt, but if he is the baby Gronk he's supposed to be, I shouldn't need a third tight end. They have different bye weeks. That's good. First time I've checked that. And I only have 5 running backs. So really it's Lynn Bowden that is my favorite next target. If I lose my stackability, I'm either going to go Darrington Evans or Dario Ogunbowale or Benny Snell. I can get Benny Snell in the last round, though, because his last name looks like Snail, and people just think he's slow. But apparently he's been impressing in camp, and he would be the bell cow if James Conner were to go down. So people that have gone since I took Derek Carr, Tyrell Williams, Kendrick Bourne, and Phillip Rivers. So let's pop over to best available. Jay Sternberger, Darrington Evans, Dawson Knox, Michael Armstead. I love that these sharps are passing on Jay Sternberger ever since people have been talking about the other rookie tight end, and then Robert Tonyan there in Green Bay, because I think Jace is overrated. Running backs, wow. None of the running backs that we like have gone in like the last 3 rounds. That's crazy. Another dead zone, because we're still got Darrington Evans. We still got Lynn Bowden. We still got Benny Snell. And then all those other guys in between, Anthony McFarland, Michael Armstead, Giovanni Bernard, Darwin Thompson, LaShawn McCoy, Rashad Penny, Lamar Miller, Malcolm Brown. So we're identifying these dead zones, and we're knowing where we don't want to take running backs. And we really want to take Darrington Evans here. I'm going to take Jordan. Jordan Reed can stay in the queue because, no, I already have 3 tight ends, so we don't want him in the queue. We never want more than – we only got 2 tight ends, so Jordan Reed will stay in the queue. All right, Dwayne Haskins goes. All right, people are starting getting desperate at their third quarterback position. Really glad we identified that Raider stack. We locked up Derek Carr. Sternberger goes. Oh, shit, this is the last round. Oh, I guess in these slim drafts, it's only 18, not 20 rounds. That makes sense. So we are taking Lynn Bowden. Simple as that. We're taking Lynn Bowden. And we can get those spike weeks. If he gets used as a Swiss Army knife, it's either going to be Lynn Bowden or Brian Edwards. I haven't decided yet. I mean, do I want to give up? Yeah, because Evans and Snell both need injuries in front of them to make an impact. I think Bowden has standalone value on his own. I also think Dari does, but I don't have Brady. So really, it's Bowden, Edwards. Let's look at the bye week. So am I ever going to be dinged up on? Nope, all my running backs. So Chubb and Boston Scott have the same bye week. So on that bye week, it'll be between Burkhead, Dalvin Cook, and Swift for my 2 running back spots. That's okay. And I can just take my best ball receivers during that week. Yep, at the flex. Man, in Bowden, Brian Edwards. That's tough. I've already got 3 rookie wide receivers. Got 1 rookie running back. Probably go to Bowden. Probably going to go to Bowden here. Because I just need the running back more. All right, last pick of the draft. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. This has been fun. Man, that Michael Gallup. Oh, I can't believe I lost out on Michael Gallup. The 7th. That would have been huge. Hopefully this guy just takes Bryan Edwards and he makes my decision easier here because I just got to go Lynn Bowden because he's a running back, but he might get used as a receiver. He might even get used as a quarterback. But, I'll be taking his best scores at my running back position. Here we go. 30 seconds. All right, Sua goes. We're taking Lynn Bowden. That's it. This was fun. Hopefully we can do this again. This is on the FFPC. Just go to myffpc.com and start playing with the sharps. Start playing with the pros. Get better at fantasy football. Start playing with people not in your home leagues. Really start to get a feel for ADP. To recap, this is the team that we drafted together: Matt Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, Derek Carr, Lynn Bowden, Rex Burkhead, Boston Scott, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Will Fuller, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, Brandon Aiyuk, Laviska Shenault, Gerald Everett, TJ Hockenson. Catch you guys later. Appreciate you joining.